Hi travelers, Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot, and I'm coming to you today with a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October 2016. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone. You can check back for your Moon and Rising signs as they are posted, or if you have a friend or someone who has Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, there may be some messages here for them or not. In order to gain clarity on your specific situation requires a personal reading. And what I do in the personal reading is I take your birth date and your sun sign and meditate on the cards. And then I can give you some specific information or more clarity on your situation. So the messages in this reading will not resonate with everyone. If you are interested in booking a personal reading or you'd like to know more about some of my other services that I provide, you can click on the little I in the right hand corner and that'll take you directly over to my website. I do ask if you're going to book or you would like to book that before you do so, you please read the information on booking. It says important information on booking. Please take the time to read that because it'll make the process go so much simpler and easier, and it explains everything to you. So we're going to get started with this reading. I've already done a little bit of pre-shuffling. I can tell you I am very, very perplexed by what I've been seeing in the cards, for at least for the past, I don't know, few readings that I've done. Just some very, very strange energy, and the cards are telling very, very strange stories. And quite frankly, the Virgo nature that I have, I'm a bit skeptical about some of the messages that I've been getting. I just don't understand it, and I guess that's my problem because I really don't need to understand the messages. If it's not for me, it's not pertinent. My job is to pass on what the cards have to say, and the cards never tell you what you want to know. They don't really want to know. They don't know what you want to know anyway, but they do tell you what you need to know. So maybe that's what the cards have been conveying, is information that someone out there needs to know. It's just quite strange. Please don't email me trying to explain it to me because I don't need to know. I don't need to know. People do that all the time. Well, let me explain you. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. It just kind of, because I'm a Virgo, I feel that I have to understand what it is that I'm saying, but that's really not true. That's perception. So please don't email me trying to explain your situation. Don't do it. It does me no good and you no good. So, I mean, if you understand it, then great. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the cards have to say. Now, you just saw a card fly out, and I have the Temperance card. Okay. 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. That's an odd energy. This Hermit has been coming up in almost the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So in other words, all major arcanas are spiritual lessons, but the 3 people that represent are the quote-unquote physical representation in the tarot of spiritual information have been showing up. 10 of Pentacles. Now here's a King of Cups. Water sign, male. Judgment. The Devil. And then the Knight of Swords with the Ace. Well, well, well. These cards have been giving me a damn run for my money today. I tell you what. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in this spread, Cancers. Out of 9 cards, I'm going to say that the odds are more slightly in favor that you have no control over this situation. Um, that it's kind of out of your hands, in the sense that maybe you've done all you can do, and now you maybe need to step back and allow the universe to take over. This is just odd energy here. These two cards. And the reason why I say that is because the Pope, or the Hierophant, he represents the higher self sphere, whereas the Hermit represents the spirituality of the earthly sphere, because it's earth. Okay. This person has access to knowledge from the divine, whereas this person goes within to do the work to get the knowledge. Okay. I don't know. Now, right, there's something going on here. I can't tell you. I'm really trying to place this energy. I'm really struggling with the message here, because it's the cards kind of just don't want to give the information. I'm looking at them and they're kind of silent. So maybe as I go through and explain the cards, they will start to speak to me, but there's something I feel as though I'm not seeing in this spread, or there's something that they aren't telling me, at least not in a clear manner. Now, what I have in the center is the Ten of Pentacles, and this represents things built up over a long time. It represents generational money, legacies, inheritances. I want you to go sit down. Me and you are falling. Come here. Come here. Come up here and sit down. Come on. You have been so bad today. Come on. Get up there and sit down. She looked cute, but y'all don't know she's hell on wheels. Okay. So, she's tough. So as I was saying, it speaks to generational money. This is like a family issue, or family represents the family. You can see the couple, the child, the young child. You see the old man, the dog. These people are very, very comfortable with each other. So this is about things built up over a long time. Not only that you have enough in a financial sense to share with everybody else, but that the simple act of being around these people, or being with these people, has created a wealth. It's a wealth of on the earthly plane. In other words, you've got support. You've got I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Maybe it'll come back to me later. But I can see here we have the Temperance. That's the lead out card. And the Temperance is the card of, healing. It is the card of reconciliation. It is the card of recombination, or combining. It is about the alchemical mix of water and fire, finding the balance between your emotions and maybe your desires. Maybe this is why the Hermit has come out. The Hermit says, well, maybe you've had to go back to the drawing board and do a little bit more research. Maybe you've had to really search deep within yourself, do some soul searching to try to figure out what it is about this balance that may be out of balance. I don't really think that it's out of balance, but I see that it's something that you've been working on for quite some time. And the cards almost say that not only have you been doing the work on a spiritual level, but you've actually been doing some work. Okay. But the Hierophant says that in one regard, the Hierophant is about institutions. It could be about colleges, organizations, foundations that do charitable work. It could be colleges. He speaks to, military. He speaks to things where there is a hierarchical structure. He also speaks to marriages and the social norms of doing the right thing. Okay. And maybe what this is saying is that, because as you can see, we have the two acolytes there at the bottom of his feet, that maybe this is something that you've been doing for a while now. You've been helping out other people, okay? And maybe this is really what you do for a living. And through this, you've been able to maintain, I don't know, some kind of balance. But to me, this being the first card out tells me that there's something that you're healing from. And it is through the act of doing this particular work that you've been able to, in a sense, heal yourself. Okay. And if not heal yourself, at least take the knowledge that you have gained from whatever this thing is, and you've been able to help others heal themselves. To me, it kind of speaks like the role of a leadership, like a mentor. But now we see that there is perhaps some soul searching in terms of, well, maybe I've been doing this too long. And to me, this is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally mature, okay, who may seem to value ideas over emotions. And we know that's not true, because the King of Cups is a very, very emotional person, can be highly sensitive, can cry at the drop of a hat, or have their feelings hurt very deeply. And maybe this is about someone who has been, in a sense, hiding their feelings about maybe the many responsibilities that they have, okay? And all of the things that they've been doing to help other people. Because as we can see, we have the Devil here. And this kind of is an indication, these two cards, that this is someone who has been really working very diligently for the benefit of others. Maybe to an obsessive standpoint. And there's some kind of awakening or some new information that may be coming about. See here, the keys, the secret knowledge. Something needing to be unlocked. Okay. Maybe what needs to be unlocked is the hold or the bond that the rest of these people have over this particular King of Cups. And that there is a determination, there's a call to come to a new way of being. This is the drastic change. This is review, transitioning, maturing. This is literally being called, that help is on the way. And maybe that's what the two keys are about. The two keys come to unlock the knowledge to unlock, so that it's like it's saying there's going to be help on the way, okay? Or a rescue is on the way concerning this. And maybe the Devil is speaking to fear. because this is being, you know, it's judgment and the devil. Maybe this is speaking to the fear of not being able to remove themselves from this situation. Even though they understand that that's what they need to do, they have to do, and maybe the opportunity has presented itself to do so, they feel as if they can't break those bonds or the chains. But something comes in, some event happens here. You see, this person is trying to heal. They've been healing, or they've been trying to keep their own cups filled alone. This is really what this is, because these two characters, traditionally they are alone. They're both celibate. Supposed to be. But this water sign male is trying to weigh up something, trying to come to a determination, trying to make a decision. They're being called. It's very apparent they're being called, but this devil is what the holdup is. That's Saturn. And Saturn is a not yet moment. And to me, it speaks to fear of the unknown. That's exactly what it says. That's the fear of the unknown. But something is about to come in, some event or some kind of news is going to come in and kind of cut through the energy of the devil, cut through the bonds, cut through the fear. Because it ends with the Ace of Swords. Let's go to the Sibyllus. You know, it's somebody from far away that I think is a catalyst for this. That just came to me. Sagittarian rules people at a distance, foreigners, people who come in and have a different way of looking at things, a different perspective. This could be saying that you've been so holed up in the same group or same environment. You've been doing this for so long that it's become stagnant now. The devil. And I say that it could be somebody from a distance who's a catalyst for this because of this Knight of Swords. The Knight is rushing in to cut through the devil, to say, look, you know, you don't have to do the same things over and over again the same way. And there really is nothing to fear. You already know that's what you want to do. And so if you're unable to do it, it's only because you yourself are limiting yourself and breaking free. And I think the person knows that that's what they're supposed to be doing, but it's like they're waiting on something else. But I think the signs are already there. This has shown up. It's already there. The announcement has already come. But it speaks to the fear of the these two cards are the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of, and that's, yeah, it's the fear of the unknown. But something, and I do say it's someone else. As you can see here, even the Hierophant, maybe, you know, the secret knowledge has already been given. It's already arrived. But the person is afraid to step outside of that space that they're in. It's much more comfortable to stay where they are. And it really speaks to someone who's, I think, been alone for a very long time. I just, for some reason, keep the Hermit with the Judgment card, as if maybe the person has been doing some kind of secret or personal penance. You know, they've been depriving themselves and trying to keep their own cups filled because they feel there's some kind of penance that they should have been doing. And they've been working quite hard at trying to, at atonement and at forgiveness. And even though they have a lot to give to other people, they themselves feel isolated and alone, even in the midst of a crowd of people. But they have to remain steady and balanced and in a particular energetic position because people depend on them. I'm trying to see if I have any repeater cards, and I don't. 15, 29, 10. This is going to be changing into an ace eventually. This is 14. See, look, they go like this. The Temperance. And as you can see, there's a new path opening up. But this is the fear of, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. To me, it's not about the control of other people. I think it is more so about self-control. I think someone is afraid of losing self-control, and this makes them afraid of the unknown. Like if I do this for myself, oh my God, you know, what's going to happen? The fear of the unknown. So let's take a look at what first of all, what the Temperance is trying to tell us, because that was a lead card. It has to do with someone's inability to act, again, due to their fears, their doubts, and their suspicions, in terms of perhaps either the role of another King of Cups, or in the manner that perhaps something happened to them in the past. You see, because he's looking, I can't move. The opportunity's here. I've done, you know, I've been doing the work, but I can't move. Why? Because I'm afraid. I'm afraid. So they're trying to do other things to atone for this fear. Let's look at, I mean, the three most obvious cards, the other two obvious cards to look at are the Hermit and the Devil. But there's something about this Hierophant that something happens. And this card represents neighborhood and communities. And whatever this is, this energy, it is designed to cut through this energy of the devil. There's a truth in that. And I do feel that it has to do with somebody at a distance. Remember, I don't know if I was talking about, I don't even know what the hell I said at the beginning of this video. This is a withdrawal because of a relationship where the two people ended up becoming enemies with each other. This is in the past. This is the fear. Someone going over that and over that in their minds. The Hermit and the Devil, obsessing over something from the past. The house of Libra is known as the marriage house. I may have said this at the beginning, I don't know, about those one-to-one relationships, but it is the surface of the relationship, how it appears on the outside. Maybe this is what these two cards, that you were trying to keep up with the Joneses, and that's really where the problem came from, because the real relationship of the real work of relationships are done in the 8th house of Scorpio. That's where, you know, sexual issues are discussed, sexual likes and dislikes and preferences. Who's going to pick the kids up? Who's going to cook dinner? Who's going to pay what bill? How do we, you know, divide up? What do we do about the annuities? Or what do we do about the life insurance? Or what do we do about the car payments and the mortgages? That's where the work of relationships are done. So this is really about the person's trying to make an atonement for something that I think they feel they did incorrectly or did wrong, and to try to move to another situation. They have fear perhaps of it being repeated. A karmic bond. I can't get out of this. It'll happen again. I'll be tied down with the same shit. But it's a perception. Remember, I always tell you about the devil. If they don't got you bound and gagged in the basement, you can walk away. You can choose differently. But it is the fear of the unknown that makes you not move. Fear immobilizes you. All right, let's look at the one more card. You know, this Hierophant, I just keep coming back to the Hierophant. I don't know. And it's kind of like, in one respect, this whole, I haven't touched on this vertical. And it's kind of like, remember I said I think the person has, excuse me, been alone, been by themselves, and they've been trying to manage and do everything. But this kind of speaks like the person maybe feels that the time has come for them to join forces again. And this person, whomever this person, I don't know if the person that they're thinking about, it almost reads like there's a marriage, and it's something that really, in a sense, like I said, it's out of their control. It's like, it kind of feels like it's fated, but there's some other shit going on. I can't even explain it. Those two keys. And like, the time has come now. The time has come now. But there's something about the Hierophant that I can't get that's not coming out. And sometimes I have a very difficult time with his energy. I think that's exactly what it is. And whomever this person is that's at a distance may not be the actual person that this relationship, that they have the relationship with, but becomes the catalyst for them to open themselves up to a new way of being, a new way of living, a new realization, okay? A new truth. And the reason why I say that, it's conversations, as if, remember I said he's like a counselor, a mentor, someone, that there have been conversations and information passed on, okay, that has really been solid, has provided some level of stability and security, and someone is thinking about that. What do they do with this information now? This guy's the scientist, so now he's got to remember, he's over here trying to mix the water and the fire together. And that's what the two keys are about. And I don't think, how do I cut through the fear? Well, I kind of think it doesn't matter, because I read this as an energy, something coming in quite suddenly to just kind of cut through that, all of it. To just cut through it. And this could be somebody not making a decision, but they're not making it because they are afraid. It is the fear of the unknown. And something happening, news, message, travel, something happening. And I would say somewhat close to home because it says community and neighborhood, but yet at the same time, this could be a community and a neighborhood far away. This rules foreigners, people at a distance, if not necessarily foreigners like in another country, but someone who lives at a distance from you. And so that's what I have for you, Cancer. That was very interesting. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Until next time, namaste.